It's Week 8 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on Roquan Smith. He's coming off an excellent 12-tackle game last week. It's the Ravens and the Giants under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Right back to him on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 67 yards. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Jackson.
And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Run the ball. Run the ball.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
They'll try and run it here. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Jackson on second down.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. So we're at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Giants have taken the lead here this third quarter.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Hey, middle.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
A solid stiff arm. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Cheetah.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Delay of game. Offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave, so they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'll give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 1st and 10.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. Dobbins with it.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Buying time to his left.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw again, being chased out left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that 2nd half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Giants,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next